Hello, fellow patriots. Hello from lifeandliberty.org with Vicki Middleton and myself. We broadcast every Saturday from 3 to 5 on KSKY Radio. And we're excited to be with you today. What an incredible expression of our freedom in this act today. And I believe as we assemble here today that we need to take this opportunity to say to the world, for the world is watching you here in Fort Worth. They are seeing that we are indeed taking our responsibility, our stewardship responsibility, to protect the liberties that have been handed down to us by our framers, or by the framers of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. And so, on today, as I stand before you as a member of the Black pro-life movement and the black clergy, I'm standing here today for a reaffirmation of the Declaration of Independence. And here today as representatives of the clergy and sons of former slaves to support the reaffirmation of this country's Declaration of Independence. It is this document that gave birth to the hope of liberty and justice, which compelled our forefathers to persevere and to pursue those ideals in the face of what oftentimes appeared insurmountable odds. The Declaration of Independence is a document of timeless relevance to all Americans, especially those of us whose history is tainted with the harsh vestiges of oppression and hopelessness and injustice that motivated our forefathers, both black and white, to seek and to discover and to establish a more excellent way. It is the Declaration of Independence that translates into words the divinely inspired ideals of hope and liberty and justice for all men, and awaken and sustain within our forefathers a righteous zeal to persevere and boldly pursue those ideas. With relentless determination, our people at great personal cost and blood and treasure pursued the sacred right of freedom given to us by God and set forth in the Declaration of Independence until in 1964, this nation finally acknowledged that which has been eternally ours and signed into law the full legal rights as citizens of this United States. We believe that the principles outlined in the Declaration of Independence and designated in that acceptable and exceptional document now is under assault and in need of a defense intense that it matches the commitment to justice that motivated and created this great nation and fueled the courage to endure the human struggle needed to establish and to defend it. The legacy of our experiences in this country and our aspirations for the principles of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness causes us today to stand and to be counted among those who rise up to protect those ideas, those lofty ideas, in order that we as a nation maintain the original intent set forth by the framers of that grand document. It is especially significant that we do so as clergy and as priests who handle an even more sacred document, the Holy Bible, as it is the source from which our framers drew the inspiration to establish so noble a system of government and the moral underpinnings upon which it was erected and created. As black pastors and ministers, we are especially determined to honor the legacy of those who have gone before us, like Martin Luther King, who led the historic monumental movement that rose from the pews of the congregations and shook the foundations of the earth to remind this nation of its sacred commitment to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness that was given to us by God. The Bible declares, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. The ideals of liberty are godly ones, and they have proven to be sufficient. It was God who brought us through slavery and the struggle of human and civil rights. It was God who kept our families together during the turbulent periods of our nation's history and during times of great oppression. If faith in God and the respect for his established standards for living are represented in the Declaration of Independence, and it was good enough for our families and our fathers, it is good enough for us in our struggle today. And so we rise today because we too observe the stir of godless ideology spreading throughout our culture and infecting our homes and schools and government institutions. This godly ideology seeks to remove and destroy the Declaration of Independence affirmation that all men are created equal and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. In our view, this godless ideology seeks to ultimately replace all reference to God and his influence at the beginning of our nation with this socialism on human secularism based on Darwinistic Marxism. We will not tolerate that.